Hi, 7th grade. Today, when we read Brown Girl Dreaming, your class is going to read a portion of part 4. We will be starting on page 206. It starts with part 4, Deep in My Heart, I Do Believe. Family. In the books, there's always a happily ever after. The ugly duckling growing into a swan. Pinocchio becomes a boy. The witch gets chucked into the oven by Gretel. The selfish giant goes to heaven. Even Winnie the Pooh seems to always get his honey. Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother is freed from the belly of the wolf. When my sister reads to me, I wait for the moment when the story moves faster toward the happy ending that I know is coming. On the bus home from Greenville, I wake to the almost happy ending. My mother standing at the station, Roman in his stroller, his smile bright, his arms reaching for us, but we see the white hospital band like a bracelet on his wrist. Tomorrow, he will return there. We are not all finally and safely home. Do you guys remember what happened to her brother? He ate the lead paint and got lead poisoning. I didn't realize that it was going to be such a huge part of the story. Page 208, One Place. For a long time, our little brother goes back and forth to the hospital, his body weak from the lead, his brain not doing what a brain is supposed to do. We don't understand why he's so small, has tubes coming from his arms, sleeps and sleeps when we visit him. But one day he comes home. The holes in the wall are covered over and left unpainted. His bed pulled away from temptation. Nothing for him to peel away. He is 4 now, curls long gone, his dark brown hair straight as a bone. Strange to us, but our little brother, the 4 of us again, in one place. Maria. Late August now, home from Greenville and ready for what the last of summer brings me, all the dreams the city holds right outside. Just step through the door and walk 2 doors down to where my new best friend Maria lives. Every morning I call up to her window, "Come outside," or she rings our bell, "Come outside." Her hair is crazily curling down past her back. The Spanish she speaks like a song. I am learning to sing. Mi amiga, Maria. Maria, my friend. How to listen, number 5. What is your one dream? My friend Maria asks me. Your one wish come true. Tomboy. My sister Dell reads and reads and never learns to jump rope or play handball against the factory wall in the corner. Never learns to sprint barefoot down the block or become the fastest girl on Madison Street. Doesn't learn to hide the belt or steal the bacon or kick the can. But I do, and because of this, Tomboy becomes my new name. My walk, my mother says, reminds her of my father. When I move long-legged and fast away from her, she remembers him. Game over. When my mother calls, "Hope Dell Jackie inside," the game is over. No more reading beneath the streetlight for Dell, but my brother and me, it's no more anything. No more steal the bacon, Coco Levio, 1, 2, 3. Miss Lucy had a baby, spinning tops, double dutch. No more freeze tag, hide the belt, hot peas and butter. No more singing contests on the stoop. No more ice cream truck chasing. Wait, ice cream man, my mother's gonna give me money. No more getting wet in the Johnny pump or standing with 2 fisted hands out in front of me, a dime hidden in one chanting, dumb school, which hand's it in? When my mother calls, Hope Dell Jackie inside, we complain as we walk up the block in the twilight. Everyone else is allowed to stay outside till dark. Our friends standing in the moment, string halfway wrapped around a top, waiting to be tagged and unfrozen, searching for words to a song, dripping from the Johnny pump, silent in the middle of Miss Lucy had a... The game is over for the evening, and all we can hear is our friends, "Aw, man, bummer. For real? This early? Dang it. Shoot, your mama's mean. Early birds. Why she gotta mess up our plane like that? Geez." Now the game's over. Lessons. My mother says, when Mama tried to teach me to make collards and potato salad, I didn't want to learn. She opens the box of pancake mix, adds milk and eggs, stirs. I watch, grateful for the food we now have. Syrup waiting in the cabinet, bananas to slice on top. It's Saturday morning. 5 days a week she leaves us to work at an office back in Brownsville. Saturday, we have her to ourselves all day long. I'm noticing that things are very different for them now. Seems like their mom has a really good job because they're able to have toppings for their pancakes instead of just water and pancake mix. Me and Kate didn't want to be inside cooking. She stirs the lumps from the batter, pours it into the buttered, hissing pan. Wanted to be with our friends, running wild through Greenville. There was a man with a peach tree down the road. One day, Robert climbed over that fence, filled a bucket with peaches, wouldn't share them with any of us, but told us where the peach tree was. And that's where we wanted to be, sneaking peaches from that man's tree, throwing the rotten ones at your uncle. Mama wanted us to learn to cook. Ask the boys, we said, and Mama knew that wasn't fair. Girls inside and boys going off to steal peaches. So she let all of us stay outside until supper time. And by then, she says, putting our breakfast on the table, it was too late. Trading places. When Maria's mother makes arroz con habituales y tostones, we trade dinners. If it's a school night, I'll run to Maria's house. A plate of my mother's baked chicken with Kraft mac and cheese, sometimes boxed cornbread, sometimes canned string beans, warm in my hands, ready for the first taste of Maria's mother's garlicky rice and beans, crushed green bananas, fried and salted and warm. Maria will be waiting, her own plate covered in foil. Sometimes we sit side by side on her stoop, our traded plates in our laps. "What are you guys eating?" the neighborhood kids ask, but we never answer, too busy shoveling the food we love into our mouths. "Your mother makes the best chicken," Maria says, "the best cornbread, the best everything." "Yeah," I say, "I guess my grandma taught her something after all." Writing number 1. It's easier to make up stories than it is to write them down. When I speak, the words come pouring out of me. The story wakes up and walks all over the room, sits in a chair, crosses one leg over the other, says, "Let me introduce myself." Then just starts going on, but as I bend over my composition notebook, only my name comes quickly. Each letter neatly printed between the pale blue lines, then white space and air and me moving, wondering, how do I spell introduce? Trying again and again until there is nothing but pink bits of eraser and a hole now where a story should be.